to go off your claim to logic, I would like one source. We asked you for a source of how gay marriage, how one woman, one man is the best way. I would like just one source. Can you name one source?
Asking me a question is not the same thing as offering an argument. I have offered an argument. I have offered constitutional. I've offered a constitutional case. I've offered history, and you've said equality and love each other. That's not an argument. I've had all of the arguments. We have none of them.
Jesus said to love each other. I still love you, by the way. I love everyone.
And as a Christian, I agree with that, but Jesus doesn't say love each other as an argument to defend marriage.
Excuse me. We'll have 2 minutes of closing arguments. Please don't attack the other and let's stick to the issue at hand rather than hurling insults at the other political party. Thank you very much. Republicans, you have the closing statement first. Yes.
Well, as I have said throughout the night, marriage is the most fundamental of all the institutions that have existed, and I have said that marriage, government, and church are the three most important institutions to the building of Western civilization. That point has gone uncontested. I also pointed out that marriage is something that came about because of procreation, and to have marriage where there's no procreation possible in principle, that is a categorically irrelevant and demonstrable absurd proposition. I have also pointed out that historically we have a case with Murphy versus Ramsey. In 1885, the Supreme Court said that the life of the state rests on the basis of the family and consistent in springing forth from the union of one man and one woman in the holy estate of matrimony. If the Democrats want to change the institution of marriage, as any logician can tell you, they have the burden of proof to show that gay marriage is something that needs to be added to the definition of marriage. In fact, gay marriage is tearing marriage up and recreating and redefining it. They have provided no arguments except to tell me love, Jesus, and that's it. That's not an argument. And it's an appeal to pity to say that people love each other, therefore they should get married. As I had offered to you, I offered a rebuttal for that point by telling you that if I love my dog, that does not mean that I should now marry my dog. If I love another man, that doesn't mean that I should marry another man. That is my argument. So you need to provide some logically valid reasons to defend your position. Equality and we believe in love are platitudes, they are not arguments. Therefore, I win this debate and you quite frankly.
I'd like to say that saying things the most angry and the loudest isn't necessarily winning. I've also asked for your proof as to where it says that the best way to raise a child is in a heterosexual relationship. You haven't provided any proof on that. Please don't speak. Sex is about procreation, not marriage. Marriage is not about procreation. Sex is about procreation. And I've also brought up things like the lack of rights that the LGBTQ community does not receive, and you have not acknowledged that. You just called it false. So I'm not really sure where your logic comes in outside of false, wrong, dog, love. Okay? If a dog could enter a contract, I'm sure it could marry a person. I'm sure it could. But people enter contracts. That is why you can't marry your dog. I'm sorry if he likes you, but you can't marry your dog because you can't enter a fucking contract. Sorry. I apologize. No, that is
the Democrats who support bestiality, not the public.
Okay, I'm going to ask you for the last time, please be respectful to the opposite party and no curse words involved.
Right. There are rights that the LGBT community, like Social Security, healthcare benefits, that they do not receive because they are not able to marry those who they are biologically attracted to.
Okay, we're going to move on to the next topic.